Housing is such an important component of our economy and the American dream, but it's become unaffordable for many people. It's heartbreaking to see people priced out of the market due to bad policies and high interest rates. And homeownership has historically been a path to accumulating wealth. Now it seems more a path to debt. To learn how we might address this problem, we've invited Donna Jackson back to the Economic War Room. Last time she was here, she represented Project 21, but now she's with CFAC, the Committee for a Constructive Tomorrow. Donna Jackson, CFAC policy analyst, is a seasoned expert with public and private sector experience. She's spent decades as a pro-energy advocate for the minority population through her advocacy work with congressional leaders and ministry leaders. She's sought after as a speaker. She's frequently testified before congressional leaders on the plight of the debilitating energy policies on minorities and low-income populations. Her media appearances have included Newsmax, One America News, NTD TV, Beck TV, national radio, national network shows. She's at the top of her class when she was an accounting student, and she's worked in accounting, auditing, tax, and management roles with major companies such as Ernst & Young, Cardinal Health, and Marriott International in the private sector, before joining in the public sector as the Vice President and Deputy Controller for the Export-Import Bank of the United States. She's a firm believer in free markets and entrepreneurship rather than government as a means of lifting people out of poverty. Welcome back, Donna. It's good to have you.
Thank you. It's such a pleasure to be here.
Well, we're so glad to have you back. Now, you've written some incredible op-eds. Affordable housing, how Donald Trump could accomplish more than Jimmy Carter. Trump orders emergency price relief on housing. I mean, you're basically making a private sector argument for how do we fix a public sector caused problem. How can housing be used to reduce poverty, and what should the government do to get in it or out of it?
So, the first thing we have to realize is the way that we build intergenerational wealth is from home ownership. It always has been that way. If you think about the United States and how we started, it was unique from other countries because people could own land. What we see, though, is through a bureaucratic state that they're reducing that ability to do that using environmental regulations primarily to stop home ownership. If you look at home ownership, 25% of all the costs for a home is related to government regulation. 25%. With they took an all government approach to actually increasing the number of environmental policies that go into home building a home. They made restrictions on land where you can build. The government has done a big grab when you look at the wetlands, in the Endangered Species Act that they've used as pretense to be able to stop home ownership and stop building on any facilities. The other thing they've done is they've taken an all-out war on every appliance in the home. Now, this is incredible. You have the Housing and Urban Development, whose job's supposed to be is to expand home ownership, but yet they've adopted an international energy efficiency code, which says that you have to comply in order to reduce greenhouse gas emissions that the National Home Builders Association says adds up to $31,000 for each home. Now, that for some people, they say, well, that doesn't seem like very much. But there's a statistics out there that says that for every $1,000 you add to a home, you price out a large number of individuals out of the housing market. But that's not the only attack. They've attacked water heaters at an additional $953. Air conditioners. I talked to an air conditioner repairman that said it used to be unusual for him to have $5,000 for a project. Now he said the average, $15,000 to $20,000 for air conditioners. They've attacked refrigerators, stoves, light bulbs, ceiling fans. I mean, the list goes on, and all of these are exponentially higher and less efficient than they were for the older products. And so all of these additional costs actually creates a situation where the homes are so expensive that we don't even go into financing.